The brutal winter storms across the south and east of the US have left millions without power, and more snow is on the way. Nowhere has been hit harder than Texas, where nearly 3 million people are facing their third day without light or heat. The state has its own electrical grid, and it's been unable to meet the increased demand for power. Well, a blanket of snow has fallen across northern parts of Mexico and southern states in the US, stretching from Texas to North Carolina. At least 21 people are reported to have been killed. Barbara Pletasher reports.
Another day of winter misery for Texas. Millions of people are still without power. This historic storm has generated an epic energy crisis in America's energy state. It's freezing cold, and people are seeking warmth wherever they can find it, even in this furniture store. Getting food has also become a mission, rationed out in places as supplies have started to run low. And the catastrophe has triggered the politics of climate change. The Republican governor blamed clean energy for the scale of the power failure.
Our wind and our solar got shut down, and they were collectively more than 10% of our power grid. And that thrust Texas into a situation where it was lacking power in a statewide basis. It just shows that fossil fuel is necessary.
In fact, the state's grid operator reports that every source of energy got crushed by the cold. The power plant simply didn't prepare for such a winter. The Democratic author of a sweeping policy on global warming challenged the governor. She said the Texas crisis showed the urgency of addressing climate change. Scientists say global warming is partly to blame. It's let Arctic weather patterns escape further and further southward and stay longer. The storms have engulfed large swathes of the Midwest and southern states. Power grids have buckled elsewhere under the extreme demand, but overwhelmingly in Texas. Free markets and deregulation are partly to blame. Now, rolling blackouts are preventing the state from going totally dark.
I think the fundamental decisions that our operators made very likely could have prevented a catastrophic blackout. The outcome of preventing that catastrophic blackout, unfortunately, turned out to be a long period of outages like we have not seen before.
There may be some relief by the weekend, but right now the forecast is bleak, and Texans are facing another long, cold night. Barbara Pletasher, BBC News, Washington.